The Sun Sign News Daily Horoscopes are for information purposes only. The Sun Sign News Daily Horoscopes are not intended to replace professional medical, psychological, legal, or investment advice. It is the intention of the author of the Sun Sign News that the daily horoscopes be used in conjunction with one's own common sense and, if warranted, the advisement of a professional and licensed physician, psychologist, attorney, or investment advisor. Welcome to another edition of the Sun Sign News. Today's horoscopic reading is for Saturday, June 24th, 2023. Calculated for sunrise, Eastern Standard Time, and beginning with the sign currently occupied by the sun. Cancer! We are looking at one of those easy breezy days for your sign. The morning is properly spent with friends and doing something that puts a smile on your face. Your afternoon and early evening may include a few short trips around town and lots of contacts with friends, family, and possibly even neighbors. Athletic Cancerians, or those involved in professional sports, can expect a good astrological boost in terms of agility and endurance. Tonight, there is a pretty good chance of some sort of unexpected delight. Enjoy. Leo. Both in your working and personal life, this is one of those days you want to be well-groomed and dressed. What we want is for you to be getting eyeballed, not catching a stink eye. Spending money is favored if it has to do with some sort of shameless self-promotion or business expense, or even anything that would come under the category of investing in yourself. And it looks like sometime tonight, some great deal may be just waiting for you. Virgo. Okay, there's probably a whole bunch of people around you that really deserve to get an earful. But according to the stars, it is likely that you have a little too much momentum built up at this time to just start letting folks have it, because rather than clear the slate, you could go over the top and wind up looking, well, perhaps just a bit cranky or worse. As a matter of fact, anyone who becomes the target of your criticism today could end up believing that you have a real mean streak in you. So aside from your tendency to hurt people's feelings and damage their psyches today, it looks as though you should be armed with almost unlimited reserves of energy with which to go after your goals. Tonight, and provided you haven't left the world around you in tears, romance is looking pretty good too. Libra. Athletic pursuits are still looking pretty good for your sign today. As far as the rest of the day is concerned, it looks like a lot of awareness of your goals and objectives, confused with concerns or even fears of not being able to reach those goals and objectives. You might even experience a wave of guilt that perhaps you're not doing your fair share when it comes to charitable acts or civil responsibility. These fears and concerns are probably more cosmic junk due to planetary positions than they are real, but maybe a brief meditation and self-assessment wouldn't hurt. Scorpio. Hopefully this doesn't conflict with your schedule too badly, but today, romance is best pursued in the morning and into the early afternoon. Equally, those athletically inclined Scorpions will find their peak performance coincides with these hours too. Team sports should go really well, but you'll probably be extra competitive, so they should be prepared to give you the spotlight as required. If you are working today, you can totally rely upon your creativity and ingenuity to be there when needed, and that same competitive edge is likely to push you towards some workplace victory. Sagittarius. Sorry, Archers, but it looks like another one of those days when it's all about duty and responsibilities. Sure, you can go play hooky, and you can probably even get away with it, but it would be a waste of energy that is best used to push through all of life's humdrum responsibilities and errands and chores, etc., which then ultimately leaves you totally freed up when the stars give you the opportunity to play. Capricorn. Yeah, you're kind of a big deal today. In social settings, athletics, romance, and work or profession, you're not only a force to be reckoned with, but you're probably looking good and saying all the right things. You want the day to end well? Don't let it go to your head. About the only thing that can screw up this day is you and your big ol' ego. Aquarius. Diplomacy. Say it again, Aquarius. Diplomacy. Current colloquial language refers to this as having a filter, so put your filter in place. You, along with another certain sign of the zodiac, are inclined today to be highly critical of the world around you as well as towards its inhabitants. Most people don't enjoy receiving biting criticism. Sometimes the world even bites back. As far as the rest of the day is concerned, well, we're sorry to give you such a forecast for a Saturday, but it looks like you should spend the day taking care of chores and various responsibilities. Say it again, Aquarius. Diplomacy. Pisces. Applying itself to work, personal, and creative pursuits, today's stellar influence should fill you to the brim with creative energy, a wild imagination, and a good dose of ingenuity. Wow, lucky you. The only downside we see in this is that having to deal with at least one big-mouth, braggadocious blowhard is almost obligatory, and worse, there may be more than one. To hell with those jerks, because by tonight, any memory of such crossing of paths should be washed away by the warm waves of romantic bliss. Aries. While there is no indication in the stars of some sort of a day filled with crazy adventure or on-the-edge excitement, there is instead the suggestion of a day that is filled with personal peace, contentment with your circumstances, and the enjoyment of those people in your sphere as well as what you currently possess. We can think of worse astrological influences, so that's about it. Live your life to the fullest today and make the most of what is within reach. Taurus. For some, the day could follow one of two likely paths. On the one hand, some of you Taurians may be dealing with an almost unquenchable desire for knowledge and may choose to fill your day with books and documentaries and maybe even a trip to a museum or an observatory or some other similar egghead hangout. You might even find some sort of new challenge to your creative or artistic inclinations. On the other hand, another group of you Taurians could totally run amok and in the process of indulging your every sensory craving, publicly engage in lewd and lascivious behavior, as well as engage in gossip and foment scandals of legendary proportions. We've stated this before. Here at the Sun Sign News, we embrace the concept of balance and advise accordingly. Find some balance today, Taurus. Gemini. The best romance of the day may happen this morning. We suggest making yourself available. The stars also say that this is your time to work on your finances. Push yourself towards your financial goals. Do what you need to do to secure a raise. Put together deals, haggle for bargains, build your savings account, and strive to ensure a sound financial future. It looks like the latter part of your day may be focused on home and family. If involved in sports, be careful of strains and sprains. If you have enjoyed the audio version of the Sun Sign News, we ask that you give us a thumbs up and even subscribe to this channel if you are so inclined. That will help keep us on the air and delivering a daily dose of cynicism and sarcasm wrapped in a supercharged daily sun sign horoscope. And remember, don't blame us.